All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go! Watch Mike. I got you, son.
On first down, Benjamin. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Benjamin. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike 52. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready. Hold on.
Allen from the gun on third down. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And that's caught inside the 35. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Check that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Alert! Mike 52.
Second and 5 now. Allen under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list.
Right there, 54 Mike. It's just me and you. Mike 5'4".
On third and long, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. First and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. John Ross, 75 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, right there, first and 10.
Right there, 54 Mike. I got you, boy.
Now Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Let's go.
Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Regular. Up. Hey, you. Check. Block 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Watch.
On third down, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Let's go.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield going deep downfield for Rowe. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. Score enters 14. Giants 3.
56, 56.
Here's Allen on first and 10. He's able to find Wallace. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Here's Allen. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Allen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not no chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's get it. Half 85, half 85.
And again, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
180.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Good. 180. Hurry. 54. Block 54. Focus, defense, focus. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go, here we go. Right there.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Bang, 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 bang. Watch twist. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular, regular, regular. Recon, 132 fighter. Tight go, tight go.
McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike, hurry, hurry. 59. Oh, you got deep? Run, run, run. 59.
Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jabal sheared. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Mike is 59.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hurry. Double. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 24 yards. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get him! Hey, alert 3! Right there.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Going deep downfield for Roll, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch out.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
Let's go, defense. Let's get up.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Alert!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence.
He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On second down now, Benjamin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And some room to run now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Good. 180. Mike 54. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your...
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. Check him off. Check the call. Check the call.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Allen now on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they will take a knee here. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last two plays having gone backwards? And they take a knee. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Check 180. Check 54. Mike, 54. Let's go, D. My time.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.